Hi everyone, in previous videos I said I was going to be covering the photographic equipment that you need to produce videos for your business, as opposed to reviewing equipment and picking faults with it. All photographic gear out there now is adequate for producing great videos. The standard of equipment and the standard of photo and video from modern cameras is incredible. But we're starting off with the mobile phone. As I said, first things first, with the first thing that you need to look at to improve the quality of your videos is your audio. Provided that you take a video on a mobile phone in very good light, that is a window in front of you, not behind you, so that you are lit up but it's not affecting the phone, will make a massive difference to the quality of the video. In fact, as I've said before, a video taken on a mobile phone with great light will be better than a video taken on a great camera with poor light, because photography, videography, it's all about light. So moving on to the audio, what's the first thing that you can do to improve your audio? The cheapest first step is a lavalier mic. This one is a very popular one. It's a Boya, not sure the actual model number, BM14 I think, and this is called a Smartlav, but this is actually a Smartlav, which I'll explain why in a moment. So you clip this onto your shirt, this foam rubber comes off, and you can even buy little furry ones that go over. Then they're not much on eBay and Amazon, and that way when you're out, even in the strongest of winds, you won't get that awful wind noise on the microphone, and you just can't avoid that on a phone, and it is awful. It does make people literally switch your videos off. This one has the smart connector. As you see, it's the same as the one that you have on the headphones for your phone, with 4 rings, as opposed to one that's designed for a camera that has 3 rings. However, the reason I said this is a Smartlav is because on this little controller here, when you have it's set one way, it works in a mobile phone, but you can actually flick it the other way, and it takes a couple of very small batteries here that just seem to last forever. You can also plug this into a camera. Now this lead comes with 6 meters of cable on it, which is incredible. It has its good points but also has its bad points. It's fantastic if you want to plug it into your camera and stand, you know, the other side of the room, but the rest of the time the length of the lead can be quite cumbersome, which is why I've got it tied up and held with an elastic band. If you do want a better quality one than this, then one of the best lavalier mics out there that you can get is the Rode Smartlav, and they're about 60 or 65 pounds. They make 2 versions, the Smartlav, which is for mobiles, and just the Rode Lav, which is for cameras. Moving on from that, the next thing that you can do is to ensure that your videos are stable. Nobody likes watching videos that's making them seasick while they're watching it. So there's a few things that you can get, or I would recommend, and I can give you a reason for each one of them, why I would recommend them and how I would use them. This is a Gorillapod. It's one of their smallest ones, but this is a very, very clever bit of kit, because although it's small, it's actually quite strong, and that can easily support a mobile phone. But why would you need one that small? This is fantastic to keep in the glove box of your car, and you can use a cheap light phone holder like this one. But the beauty of this is, if you're out and about and you want to make videos miles away from home, or if you're taking a video of a property, you want to do a video in front of a property, something like that, you can put this on the roof of your car, and these feet are magnetic, so once it's placed on a metal surface, it won't move. Even in the strongest of winds, it won't budge, so you will get rock solid video footage as though your phone were mounted on a big expensive tripod with just this tiny little thing. And it's very, very handy to have with you, keep in the car. I keep one in the car with a phone holder, and I have others in my bag and at home, etc. So that's the first thing I would recommend. It's quite a lot for what it is, because they vary from about 12 to £20, but it's definitely worth it, because if you have a more feeble one, it will wobble about when there's a strong wind when you're out and about. But this, because it's magnetic, it just doesn't budge. Definitely recommend it. Second one is the Gorillapod. This is the 1K. That's it. That's what this is called. These are about £30, but they are definitely nice because they are multi-use. It's a tripod. You can hold your phone or camera on it for vlogging, and you can also bend these legs, and you can fix it to a handrail or something like that. Some people prefer these. Some people prefer another one called the Manfrotto Pixie, which is a tripod around this size or a fraction smaller. But the Pixie has a very comfortable handle for vlogging, and it's also a tripod. And the Pixie also has a ball head with a button. You just press the button and you can move the phone around sort of infinitely, down to personal preference. What I do like about this though is if you're taking a video, let's just say it's a video of a property for example, and you want to have fairly stable footage, what I do is I open it about there and rest it on my shoulders and stand still. Make sure the bottom foot is actually on your ribs and not on your belly, because it will move as you breathe. And if you hold it like this, you can get very, very stable footage, and you can even turn and pan as long as you turn your whole body. If you practice with it, you can get some very stable footage without the need for a tripod when you're out and about and you're taking some sort of run and gun footage, or if you're in a property, or if you're marketing wherever you may be. Definitely worth it. I tend to use this quite a lot. The next piece of kit that I would recommend that you have, which is worth it for what it costs, is a monopod. This one from Manfrotto I do like because it's a 4-section monopod. So although it's very compact, if you're going abroad, for example, you only take a flight case, this will fit in the flight case, whereas most standard monopods are this long and they just won't fit in the standard 55, 35, 25 flight case. It's very, very good. It's aluminium, it's quite strong. Even when it's extended fully, it can comfortably support anything from a phone to a substantial camera. And when you hold it this way with both your feet spread apart between the tripod of both your feet, between the monopod rather, and both your feet, you actually become a human tripod. And you can even twist your hand and create lovely smooth panning shots as well. You'll see many professional photographers still use these today, especially at sports events, etc., where they have cameras with big long lenses that definitely need stability. They can never hand hold to take good photographs unless they are in the brightest of light. So these are about 20 odd pounds, 22 from couriers or online, and definitely worth having. The next thing, if you are getting a little bit more adventurous and you do want to take shots that have movement, then nothing can beat a gimbal. This is the DJI Osmo 3. I've had this for well over a year now. You can get them online, you can get them in Argos for about the £100 mark, but they are absolutely brilliant. They're so easy to use. There's a little red arrow here that shows you which way the camera on the phone should point. You literally put your phone in and you slide it around until it balances, and that's not a difficult thing to do. And when you download the app, you turn this on, you can start recording from here, you can stop recording from here, you can do some quite interesting things with it, like time-lapse, hyperlapse, and for example, if you hold the trigger down, the phone actually locks on whatever it is it's pointing at, and you can move this around in any way, and the phone, it's like the phone is just glued in the middle of the air. It's absolutely fantastic. If you get the kit, it comes with a small tripod as well, and you can actually then stand this on the tripod, and there's a function on the app where the camera, the phone, will follow you. So you could actually set that up, start recording, walk away in front, and you can actually talk to the phone and walk around, and it will follow you. However, there is one caveat here. If you are further away from the phone, the audio will be terrible, and because a gimbal works on the phone being balanced, you can't really attach a microphone to it. You can strap a little wireless mic to it here and try connecting it to the phone, but when the phone moves it catches. I find it very cumbersome, which is the reason that I actually bought the Saramonic wireless receiver to go in my mobile phone, purely for that reason. Because with the wireless mics that I have, the Saramonic ones which I covered in the previous video, this plugs in the bottom of the phone, and when you're using the phone in a gimbal it doesn't affect the balance whatsoever, it doesn't catch anywhere, and then you have got wireless microphone and you could be anywhere up to 50 feet away from your phone and it will pick it up as though you are next to the phone. That's definitely a recommended second step. And going back to phone with audio vlogging, this is definitely also worth having. It's a Ulanzi phone holder, it's aluminium, it's very, very substantial, has rubber holders here. It actually tightens down onto your phone, so once your phone is locked in there it just won't budge. But what's nice about this is that it has a cold shoe on the top, so if you get yourself a Rode Video Micro or Rode Video Mic Go shotgun mics, you can put that in the top, plug it into your phone with the correct adapter, and then literally you can mount this onto any little tripod in front of you, and if you've got good light then suddenly you've got good video and you've got fantastic audio, because you've got a shotgun mic that's pointing directly at you, just literally 1 or 2 feet away from you, which is the ideal distance for the best sound. If you have these few things here and you are careful with the light, perhaps even invest in an LED light that you can get on eBay for £20, then that will improve your video dramatically, and that will be more than good enough for creating the content that you need for your business. In future videos I'll cover camera equipment, and I will only cover equipment that's relevant to making videos for business. So I'll see you in the next video. But in the meantime, if you have any questions whatsoever about any of these or anything else to do with camera gear, please feel free to contact me anytime, and I'll see you soon.